from the script, from the page, you know, the tone of it, which is always that sort of holy grail thing where, you know, tone is this sort of indefinable thing that sometimes very, very good scripts, you know, the tone of them just sing off the page. And so the tone of this project was sort of respectful to the ailments that we see, but also very, very funny, but never sort of pointing the finger funny, you know. Like, by the time they're making fun of their illnesses, the audience are sort of on board and not, you know, on the outside pointing. Gren being her first movie, you know, I think it was quite courageous of her, the fact that we did extensive rehearsal, you know, at the get-go, she goes, you know, I think you know the character better than I do now, you know, he's totally yours. So, which is very brave for someone doing their first movie, you know, to sort of relinquish control in that very significant way. She's like, you guys do what you've got to do, and we'll all sort of get there together. So she is, yeah, she's a total collaborator, and it's definitely a good start for her, I think. One guy who I met and I worked with was a guy called Jackson Kramer, who was very much a kind of an open book on Tourette syndrome. He's a young guy who had lived with Tourette syndrome all through his adolescence and stuff. And Gren originally got in contact with him through the TSA, the Tourette Society of America, and he just went, I'm what do you want to know? You know, I want to give you everything you need so that Tourette's isn't expressed falsely in this movie. It's represented well. So he was brilliant, you know, and we actually, in LA, we lived together for like a couple of weeks. And so that was just invaluable to have someone like that who is just totally open about talking about all aspects of not only the ailment that he managed, but, you know, his own personal life, you know. So he gave us so much in that way. Yeah, it's lovely to kind of come back home and go, look, here's the fruits of my labor, you know, and something so different, you know. Back in Ireland, I mean, I suppose in Ireland I'm chiefly known for Love, Hate and Misfits and a few other projects that are closer to home like that. And so, like, for this, it's something it's very, very far away from those things. And that's what I kind of relish, is going off and exploring and doing something entirely different. So it's nice to come home and go, hey, look at this. Look what I can do. There you go. So yeah, I was beaming with pride. I had a lot of family clan in the audience and stuff, so that was nice. Misfits was great. It was very defining, you know, at the time. It's weird, like, you know, I'm 27 now. I did that when I was 21 and 22. And I kind of look back and I go, I don't know if I could do that. You know, now it's a very different sort of person and context. And so, yeah, I suppose the jobs like that are absolute gift. But you have to continue to sort of mix it up, and you gotta have bottle, you know, you gotta have some courage, and you gotta be very sure of what you want as well and what you don't want. And I suppose it took me quite a while to really be sure of my choices and stuff. So I just go after the stuff that I really like, and everything else I just leave alone, really. There is a film I'm going to do called The Messenger, which is going to be directed by a guy called David Blair, who directed a series I did called Accused, and that's like a kind of a dark, you know, Jimmy McGovern-esque drama, not written by Jimmy, but very dark drama with a kind of a supernatural element to it. And so I'm going to do that at the end of August, and then it's into Mortal Instruments 2, Part 2. Until Christmas.
You have an incredible gift, and we need you. I need you.
The werewolves are here to save us. Never thought I'd say that.